In the village of Ephon, there is a rule every child learns before they are allowed to walk alone. If you hear footsteps behind you at night, do not turn around. Some say the rule is old as the forest. Some say it began after a terrible injustice. But everyone agrees on one thing. The footsteps are real. And they do not follow the innocent. During the day, Ephon is beautiful. Bright sun. Children laughing. Women singing while pounding yam. Goats running freely. The market is busy. Traders shout prices. Smoke rises from cooking fires. It feels safe. But when the sun begins to fall, the laughter starts getting reduced. Shadows grow longer. And when darkness finally covers the land, Ephon becomes quiet. Too quiet. Doors close early. Even dogs refuse to bark. Because in Ephon, night listens. And night remembers. Elder Boko was the oldest man in the village. His back was bent, but his eyes were sharp. One evening, children gathered around him. "Grandfather," one asked, "why must we not turn around?" Elder Boko stared into the fire. "Because some things," he said slowly, "are not meant to be seen." "But what are the footsteps?" another child asked. The old man replied, "They are the sound of unfinished business." The children did not understand. But the adults listening nearby did. After many years away, Ton returned to Ephon. He had left poor. He came back rich. He wore fine clothes. He built a big mansion. He carried himself with pride. The villagers respected him. But respect is not the same as peace. At night, when Ton lay on his bed, sleep did not come easily. Because buried inside him was a memory. A blind old man named Boba Sogo. And a small bag of coins. Years ago, Ton had been desperate. His mother was sick. There was no money. He knew Boba Sogo kept his savings hidden inside a clay pot. The old man trusted the village. Too much. One evening, when no one was looking, Ton entered the old man's hut. He took the money. He told himself it was necessary. He told himself he would return it. But he never did. Weeks later, Boba Sogo became weaker. Without medicine, he died. The village mourned. Ton stayed silent. On the night the footsteps began, Ton was walking home from a nearby town. The moon was bright. The road was clear. Then, steps. Behind him. He stopped, then silence. He turned quickly. Nothing. He shook his head and walked again. Again, steps behind him. But closer this time. His breathing changed. He walked faster. The steps followed. Not running. Not rushing. Just following. Patient. Halfway home, the air grew cold. Then he heard it. Ton. It was not loud. It was not angry. It was tired. You remember. His heart pounded. He wanted to run. But his legs felt heavy. You took what was not yours. A walking stick tapped the ground behind him. Tap. 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 He did not turn. But tears filled his eyes. From that night, Ton could not sleep. Every time he closed his eyes. Step. 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 He began seeing shadows in corners. Hearing tapping outside his door. Whispers in his ears. His wife, Amara, grew worried. You speak in your sleep, she said softly. You say you are sorry. Sorry for what? But Ton could not answer. Because speaking the truth would break the image he built. Soon, another man began acting strangely. Musa the trader. He started closing his shop early. He stopped making eye contact. Then one night, he ran into the village square screaming. It follows me, he cried. The elders gathered. What have you done? Elder Boko asked calmly. Musa fell to his knees. I cheated the scales, he confessed. For years. The elders ordered him to repay everyone. He obeyed. The next night, the footsteps left him. One by one, people began confessing. Small lies. Hidden betrayals. Broken promises. Each had heard the same sound. Step. 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 The village realized something. The footsteps were not random. They followed guilt. And they did not stop. Until truth was spoken. One night, a violent storm covered Efen. Thunder shook the sky. Rain poured heavily. Ton walked alone into the darkness. He could not take it anymore. Then, steps behind him, but this time even louder than before. The ground trembled beneath each step. He fell to his knees in the mud. I stole the money, he shouted into the storm. I stole from Baba Sogo. Lightning flashed. For a moment, he saw a figure. An old man holding a walking stick. His eyes were white. But his face was calm. Return what you took, the spirit said. Then everything went silent. The next morning, Ton gathered the villagers. His voice trembled. He told the truth. Every word. The village gasped. Baba Sogo's daughter began to cry. Ton placed 3 times the stolen money before her. I cannot undo the past, he said. But I accept my shame. Elder Boko nodded slowly. Truth, he said, is the only thing stronger than guilt. That night, Ton walked home alone. His heart was calm. He waited. He listened. Nothing. No footsteps. No tapping. Only the soft sound of wind through trees. For the first time in many years, he slept peacefully. Years passed. The footsteps were heard less and less. But the rule remained. Parents still told their children, if you hear footsteps behind you at night, do not turn around. Not because turning would kill you, but because guilt will always follow. Until you face it. Some spirits do not want revenge. They want truth. They want balance. And sometimes, the thing following you in the dark is not a ghost. It is your own unfinished story.